Hello, everyone. This is week 13. I hope we're doing very well. This week, we're diving right in. We have finished with consonants. We're going in fast and hard with the vowels. We start talking about the what we call front vowels. We have three basic categorizations of vowels: front, middle, and rear, depending on where places of articulation. So we'll be talking about vowels and moving right along. And we'll be checking in with some other things. Hopefully you're doing well. Everyone should have feedback about their first video lesson, and hopefully they're helpful feedback that will help you make improvements or adjustments for your second video lesson, which we'll talk about at the end of the lecture as well. All right. With that, let's check things out with vowels. We have our first vowel, the E, and you've heard this, you've probably learned of this as the so-called long E sound. See, be, keep, busy, Z, dream, eam. So E, 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 E. The sound is the E sound. E is high, front, tense. If you make that sound, E, we lift our tongue to the top of our mouth. E. Spread our lips wide like a smile. E. And we tighten the tongue. We have to flex our tongue. E. And we breathe out when making the vowel. E, E, E. Of course, it is voiced because all vowels are voiced. And we've got that. E, E, E. See, be, keep, busy, dream. Or if I want to just speak normally, see, be, keep, busy, dream. We have the E sound in there. E. Now, spelling, just to show you that the written characters and the spoken sounds are not the same. We see like beef and week, the EE, that makes sense. Then EA, each, reason, re. But then IE as well, believe, chief. Also EI, receive, seize. Also just I, ski, taxi. Then unstressed with the Y, busy, lovely, E. Sometimes E receives stress, sometimes it doesn't. But yeah, we went over that before in our stress lectures. But we see all the different ways of spelling it. Now, we had, the long E, so to speak. And let's take a look at the short E. Sit, pick, middle, listen. So this is a high front lax vowel, not tense, lax. So again, we lift our tongue to the top of our mouth. Sit, pick, middle, listen, sit, So we've, and spread our lips wide like a smile. Let your tongue relax. Breathe out, let your vocal cords grow. With the E, even though it's high front, it's tense, and with the tongue is the key thing there. So we hear like it, it, little, symbol, mystery, using Y, busy. Ooh, we see the there, business, build, biscuit. I see different ways of using the sound with different spelling. So if we compare these two sounds, these are both high front vowels. However, is pronounced with a relaxed tongue, and E is pronounced with a tense tongue. If you go E, your tongue is going to get tired much, much faster because you're using it more than the sound. So let's take a look at some of the minimal pairs, but this time, of course, we're focusing on the vowels. So bit, beat, bit, beat, bit, beat, e, pill, peel, litter, leader, grin, green, green, e. Risen, reason, risen, reason. E. Filling, feeling, filling, feeling, filling, feeling. You can easily see where misunderstandings or mispronunciations are entirely possible with people just having a tense tongue or a relaxed tongue. That's all. Now, a lot of learners, when we, especially when you were learning this, you learned long E and short E. So you think E and E is the same sound because that's the only difference. The length of the sound is different. That's not true. They are different in other ways. So pay attention. Pay attention when you're making the sound I and E. It's the tongue is the biggest difference, but we can feel how it's different, and your lips are slightly different as well. So let's take a look at this, and this is take, name, later, away, a. The sound a is a mid-front tense vowel. A. Put the tongue in the middle of our mouth. Good. Spread your lips like a small smile. Tongue should move forward. And we tighten our tongue. I don't tighten my tongue for nearly as much as I do with E. I can feel my tongue get tired with E, but with I don't. So, all right. So we see spelling. Came, late, a, train, wait, age, April, day, maybe, May, they, obey, great, break, rain, veil. Rain and veil. Neighbor, way, straight. We see the EIGH and AIGH, and then et, crochet, ballet. These are French words, so the T is silent. So the A. Oh, comparing A with E, both are front tense vowels. However, A is a mid vowel and E is a high vowel, depending on where your tongue is. So lake, a, lake, leak, lake, leak. You should be able to feel where your tongue is if you're pronouncing these correctly. Raid, read, play, plea, plea. Raisin, reason. Same, seam. Then finally, fail, feel. So I don't know how it is for you, but a high tense vowel is much more exhausting to say. It's downright tiring for me to say. Not once or twice, but these 30,000 times I've been saying it gets a bit tiring. So it is something. Now, moving on, we get into the eh. We have the pet, lesson, tell, deck. And then this is the mid-front lax vowel. So we're moving our tongue towards the middle of our mouth. Widen your lips, let your tongue relax, and let the air out. And of course, don't forget, let your vocal cords vibrate. So, pet, lesson, tell, deck. Pet, lesson, tell, deck. We see with the spelling all the different ways we can use this word, this phenom. Red, left, red, left, ed, left, red, left. Now we have to be careful. This is breath instead. Breath instead. If it's breathe, that's an E sound. Said again. Many says. Friend, guess, guessed. We see there's 6 different combination of characters to make this sound. So English is hard to spell. That's why we can see that. But that's that's life, as they say. So if we were to compare the e and e, these are both front lax vowels. However, e is a mid vowel and is a high vowel, depending on the elevation. So head, hid, head, hid, peg, pig, peg, pig, left, lift, left, lift, eft, ift, setting, sitting, setting, sitting, etting, itting, bell, bill, bell, bill, ill, mini, 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 mini. This one is very, very close. This has been going on over decades, actually. A combination of vowels, and these two vowels in certain words are joining together. They're becoming indistinguishable. And I'll give you an example of two other words. Can I write on here? Let's take the examples of pen, pen, and pin, pen. I pronounce them pen, pen, and pin, pen, the same exact way. That's how I say it. That's how a lot of people say it. Some people, as in I say p-a-n, some people do hear and say the difference, pin and pen, but I do not. This is not just me being lazy, it's everyone being lazy, and it's the merging of vowels. This has been going on. It's happened in Korean as well over the centuries of the spoken language. Here's another front vowel, the a. We have, excuse me, goodness gracious, cat, sat, past, fan, camera, a. The sound a is low front tense vowel. So for this, the a, we need to lower our jaws, widen our lips, tighten our tongue, and of course breathe out and let the vocal cords go up. We're always going to breathe out. We're always going to let our vocal cords vibrate when we have English vowels. So a, cat, sat, past, fan, camera. So to make this sound correctly, the a, we have to open our mouth. That's how it goes. We see spelling with just a, cat, fan. The au, laugh, ant. Some people say aunt, but ant, fine. Both are okay. Au, then ai, plaid, plaid, plaid. Cat, fan, laugh, ant, plaid. A. So comparing a with both are front, but a is low and tense, and is mid and lax. So when we pronounce a, your tongue should be lower than when we say eh. So this is why it's important to lower our jaw. That helps out a lot. For example, bag, beg, bag, beg, fad, fed, fad, fed, past, pest, past, pest, jam, gym, jam, gym, batter, better, batter, better, batter, better, expand, expend, expand, expend. Excellent stuff. Those were the front vowels. Now let's take a look at mid vowels, as in vowels that we create from the middle of our mouth. We have front, middle. Let's keep going. All right, fun stuff. And we see here the So cup, must, summer, wanted, So is a mid-central lax vowel. So it's in the middle and the central, and it's not tense but relaxed. To make this sound, the sound, lips should be relaxed, not rounded or spread out. We let our tongue rest in the middle of our mouth, in the center, without touching any part. It doesn't go up, doesn't go down, doesn't go forward, doesn't go back. uh. And we just basically open our mouth, our lips, and push out air and let our vocal cords vibrate. That's basically that sound, really. It's when you don't know what to say. So it's really quite common in a lot of languages as a filler word. Lots of different ways we can spell this. We, of course, with the cup and dumb. O with onion or month. OU with rough or country. And then the two O's, double O, blood or flood. Not blued and flued. So again, once again, time after time, we see that spelling and pronunciation are not connected. When you were younger, you learned this as a long O sound. It's not the long O, even though it should be a long O. It's not. And then we see OE, though not common, but this word is does. So does. So we see how all these different letter combinations and spelling combinations, they make the same sound when used in the words. The Now, there's also the ah sound. Both are central vowels, but is mid and ah is low. So when you pronounce your tongue is in the middle and not open widely. So these are the and o. Luck, lock, luck, lock, luck, lock. You make these sounds, these words, you can feel the difference. Sub, sob, sub, sob. Sung, song, sung, song, sung, song. Fund, fond, fund, fond. Buses, bosses, buses, bosses. Collar, color, color, collar, color, collar. We can hear and feel those differences. Make sure you practice saying these. It's helpful to feel these differences. And with that, let's check into it. Stop, job, far, doctor, This is a low central tense vowel. So we lower our jaw and our tongue. Mouth goes down. Lips should be very open, but not wide. Tongue should tighten, not relaxed. Breathe out and it goes in Korea, when we test our microphones, we go and it's nice. And in America, when we go to the doctor, they want to look inside our mouths. We open our mouths and say ah. So these are sounds we learn. Stop, job, far, doctor. Some different spellings. O and A, but stop, pot. Father, garage. So, a bit with grammar here. The sound is present in the suffix ology, right there. Ology. And when you see ology, it's field of study. This is a Greek-based word. So biology, hydrology, phonology, sociology, dermatology. Now, you think astrology. But astrology, we don't use that word anymore to talk about the stars. We use the word astronomy because astrology was the first study of the stars. Learning what the stars actually are, it's not as immediate practical. If you believe the stars affect the fortunes, the future, and predicting them and being able to read the stars, you could predict things, then that was more immediately important field of study back in the old days. So, yeah, astrology, it's the original study of the stars. Now, we take a look at the and O. So, is low central lax, but O is mid-back tense vowel. So, when we pronounce lips should not be rounded. See, not. We're not rounding our lips here, but we say note. The O. We are rounding our lips. Not, note. Sock, soak. You can definitely feel the rounding of your lips when you're pronouncing these different words. Sock, soak, tossed, toast, tossed, toast, rob, robe, rob, robe, honor, owner, honor, owner, model, 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 model. Yes, we use both spelling. These get complicated. I have to agree. Model to model. All right. Here we have this fun character. Always liked him. Him, her, it. I like this, the upside down E, known as a schwa. So about, undo, hated, certain. A schwa is central mid lax vowel. It's reduced vowel, which means it's shorter and quicker than other vowels, and it appears in unstressed syllables. And we see this is a very, very common vowel, and it's found mostly in unstressed syllables. So lips should be relaxed and slightly open, not rounded, not spread. Let your tongue rest in the center of your mouth without touching any part. Breathe out and let things happen, but pronounce it quickly and softly. It's reduced. Lots of different spelling. About majority, about majority, about majority. Official lion, official lion, official lion. Undo, medium, undo, medium, 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 medium. Different, different, different. Wanted, 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 wanted. Family, family, family. Reality, reality, reality. Mission, 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 mission. Condition, 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 condition. Certain, certain, certain. Mountain, mountain, mountain. Special, special, special. The Essential, essential, essential. Schwa sounds are very, very, very common, and they're the reduced sounds. So they will also will reduce them in natural speech as function words when people start speaking faster and faster. Now, I mentioned before, talked about way back in the past. Don't worry too much about speaking fast, about reducing syllables, about linking sounds and phrasing as much, because your fluency isn't quite there yet. So once you get more comfortable, then you can start doing these reducing syllables as you like. But for now, don't think about it. It will only sound more awkward, but it's something to be aware of. So for the function words or structure words, the words that, remember, these carry the grammatical meaning within the sentence. So not the content language, but the functional language, the grammar words. So we hear the a lot, the schwa sound. So articles, prepositions, conjunctions. So the and the prepositions of, to, for, at. Now, or, and, him, her, them, you, some, do, can, have. So, have you told him the news? Have you told him the news? Have you told him the news? You see the schwa sound here in these functional words because we can say it much faster. I can come to the party with him. I can come to the party with him. I can come to the party with him. Especially how I pronounce the t sound. Jeff and I took them some cake. Jeff and I took them some cake. Jeff and I took them. It's early. Jeff and I took them some cake. There we go. So schwas can be quite helpful. They're used very, very commonly in reduced sounds. Now we're getting into some fun sounds. I think they're not vowels in of themselves. They're a combination with the sound, the R sound. But I think it's nice to talk about it. The mother, surprise, prettier, standard, or standard if you like, This is high central lax vowel. Not technically, it goes in between. It's reduced vowel. We can make it shorter and quicker than other vowels, so and we don't place stress on it as much. And we've got the schwa, so we do see this sometimes in the function words. The lips should be relaxed, slightly open, not rounded or spread. Raise our tongue because we're making the sound, so the sides of our mouth touch our upper teeth. Not the front teeth, the sides. Your closer to your molars, your grinders, and you're making like a cup. The center of your tongue should be lower than the sides. You're making a depression, a kind of cup, a bowl, not a big bowl, a shallow one, of course. With your tongue. So breathe out. Vocal cords vibrate because it's a vowel, and pronounce it quickly and softly. We don't say That's the sound, but it's mother. So mother, surprise, prettier, standard. The It's not a. It's as it says, it's a reduced vowel. Lots of different ways we can spell this. Mother, perform. Grammar, forward. Direction. Confirmation. And as well, comfort, forget. As well, which is how if we asked you to spell the sound, B-U-R. Was also it's a Mesopotamian city-state. Mesopotamia is what we now call Iraq. So it's one of the old ancient civilizations. Surprise, natural. Surprise, natural. Then also URE, culture, temperature. It's not culture or temperature, but culture, temperature. We see that there. And we see this with when we want to put as a suffix, ER, AR, OR. This is mean the person who does something, or when we change a verb to a noun. And we have this a lot. A whole heck of a lot. But we have the verb bake. Well, what do you call someone who bakes? A baker. What do you call someone who acts? An actor. What do you call someone who lies? A liar. What do you call someone who calculates, or something that calculates? A calculator. What do you call something that computes? A computer. What do you call someone who drives? A driver. What do you call something that projects? A projector. We put the sound to indicate that it's the noun that does the verb. Even the word verb, has it in there. It's a hot dog. All right. Now, this is similar to but this is high central lax. I see church, nurse, learn, burden. So, again, we raise our tongue to the sides of our tongue, press against our upper teeth, curl the tip of the tongue backwards slightly. Church, nurse, learn, burden. So, yes, the front of our tongue, the tip of our tongue, bends backwards. And we spread our lips slightly and let the air out. We see this in different spellings. Her, certain, ER, her, certain, EAR, learn, heard, UR, burn, surface, IR, bird, dirty, dirty bird, dirty. And OR, word, worthy. So just to compare these two of them, the and the both are central lax vowels. However, is high and is mid. So the vowel, and of course, this vowel is a blend sounds like blend because it effectively is. We're combining the and the R sound. So lurk, luck, lurk, luck, lurk, luck. You can feel the difference there. Lurk, luck. Search, such, search, such, search, such. Bird, bud, bird, bud, bird, bud. Fern, fun, fern, fun, fern, fun. Murder, mutter, murder, mutter, murder, mutter, murder, mutter. Sermon, summon, sermon, summon, sermon, summon. There we have it. That's week 13. I combined the front and mid vowels there. In previous semesters, those were separate lectures entirely, but I had a thought, an epiphany, if you will, that it'd be really nice for us to finish the semester showing how these vowels and consonants, how they're pronounced by different people. And we'll take a look at different accents, regional accents, and things like that, the next class. And so that should be quite nice. And that will be our final lecture of next week. There is no big final test for this class. Your final effort is going to be, big effort's going just the lesson that you're making, the troubleshooting lesson. Make sure that when you make your lesson, all you need to film are the 2 activities. You don't need to introduce yourself. You don't need to conclude or review. You're just modeling the 2 activities, giving instructions and modeling what the activities are going to be. Listening activity and a speaking activity. That's what you're working on. So don't worry about lecturing about the vowels, or not vowels, but about the sounds. That's not what you're doing for the video. You are just making a video showing and modeling the 2 different activities to help students improve in their listening and speaking skills of those 2 different phenoms. I'm going to write this up on eClass as well. Hopefully that will help us remember. Students have gotten confused in the past, and I want to limit our confusion. I really do, because I don't want to. If you want to make a full lesson, that's too much work. I want to keep it easy, keep it simple, keep it nice, and well, as uncomplicated as possible. Next week will be our final lecture video, which I mentioned before will be, I want to show the synthesis of all of this pronunciation of how people talk, and we'll see how some different people around the world talk. Excellent. Hope you're staying safe. Have a good week, and goodbye.